One of my other most memorable hunts this season was with Keith on a warthog. Because Keith came over and the very first thing he said when I saw him, he said, "I want a warthog." And as people have seen on television, the grass in our areas is tall. We have warthog, we have very big warthog, but to shoot one it's a different story. You know? It's a really, really tough hunt. So obviously we planned a couple of things, and at the end of the day we realized that if we need a warthog, because they're always running when you see them, and then the grass is just too tall, we said what we're going to do is we're going to start working a couple of watering holes. We might find them around that area, we might find them at the water, which is a great way to hunt warthog in a situation like that with tall grass. And as luck would have it, because you do need a little bit of luck when you hunt, the very first water hole that we walked into, it was quite a walk. We started way out because Keith's list was way open by then, had a bunch of animals that he wanted, and we just walked up to this watering hole. And at first we didn't see much, and we just stood there for a minute or two, and my eye actually just caught something to our right, and I could see the little tail just coming through the grass. And I said, well, there's a warthog coming. But again, now it can be a sow or a baby, or you want one with good tusks, you know. And like I said, as luck would have it, the very first water hole we walk into, this warthog comes out. And Keith did have a tough shot. I can say it now. He will tell you that I told him, no, take it, it's a good shot. But it was a tough shot. He used a 300 PRC from Crown Precision, which is a nice big round. If you have a little bit of brush and stuff in front of you, I mean, you can take that shot. And it's important to know the equipment you're using and if they are up to standard to perform in a situation like that. And that warthog, before it reached the water, it stopped, it looked around, and at that moment I said to Keith, well, take it now. And again, what a perfect shot. That warthog just dropped right there in his tracks. We took the photos right there where it was standing. Perfect shot, right behind the shoulder. Dropped him right there, and we walked up to it, and even then the tusks were bigger than we thought. I mean, we saw it through the binocs and we knew it was a good one, but it turned out to be a very, very good warthog, and the animal Keith really wanted the most. And it's just exceptional, and it's so amazing if a hunt turns out that way. You know, the very first animal that he shoots is the one he really wanted the most, which is also a very tough one to get. And I was ecstatic about it. I think he was as well, and he will tell you that I was shaking just as much as he was. So that was an absolutely great hunt for me. I think another one that sticks with me was with my good old friend Mr. Bart Gardner from Crown Precision. One morning in Namibia we woke up, again not really knowing exactly what we're looking for. There's so many species out here, and as soon as we got onto the truck and just about 5 miles from the lodge, it started raining. Now, it never rains in Namibia. It never rains.
When it's not supposed to.
Yeah, and man, we were wet. Rancho, let me tell you, when I looked at Bart at one point, the water running down our faces, and we didn't have raincoats or anything because it never rains. And made a couple of stalks and animals, and it was just wet and nasty and miserable. And on our way back, we said, let's go back, get some dry clothes, and we can start over. We spotted this big black wildebeest. I mean, that thing had bosses like this, and we spotted that. And knowing Bart, hunted with him before, I know he can shoot at distance with the great rifles that they make. We got off the truck, made a little stalk through the tall grass, and the wildebeest just presented a perfect shot in that rain. And again, Bart just plugged him. And that was basically the end. That was a great shot. Animal ran about 20 yards, went down, we got to him, took a bunch of photos and videos in the rain, and we said we're gonna go back to the lodge now and tell everyone that it does rain in Namibia.